I think we need to change the narrative on where America is going. And I want to chip in on that. I want to help folks who are struggling now, trying to envision what our nation is going to be able to be, the leadership role we have to play around the world. And the show's in 100 countries, so I get to travel a lot. The world needs us. We got to lead them the right way. And I think we sometimes beat each other up about stuff, especially left-right stuff. I think we have an opportunity, and I've started doing it more in the show, to talk about the things that should elevate us all. And it's not just about feeling good about life. You got to have the deep conversation. You got to have the arguments. That's okay. But in a family, you fight like cats and dogs at the dinner table, but you're still together. You're still family when you're done. And that's what's made this country great. And I want to just keep pushing us in that direction.
The Roman Gabriel Show.
Austin Jack is the executive director of Legacy Cares, a nonprofit organization that provides the opportunity for people from all walks of life to come together and participate as a community in sports. Legacy Cares operates out of a 320-acre, world-class family sports entertainment park that is available for all economic backgrounds.
A lot of kids in the state of Arizona, because of variations in individuals, are saying, why can't you work together and bring a joint project to me? And that is the mission I have tasked myself and my team with. And you asked me earlier about shouting somebody out. Someone I do want to say is Roman Gabriel. His father is the famous quarterback with the NFL, and Roman Gabriel has started a foundation that targets underprivileged youth and youth in general, and encourages them to take a drug and alcohol-free pledge until the age of 21. We all know that once a kid turns 18 and 21, you kind of lose control of their decisions at that point. But what can we do before that to make sure that they essentially not stay out of trouble, but work on themselves as an individual?
Here's our fitness, health, and wellness program. Focus on exercise daily. That is a prerequisite. It is not an option. What you do in the classroom is affected by your physical health. If you want to make a commitment to be drug and alcohol abstinent, to hold your friends accountable, and to go after your dreams and goals where drugs and alcohol aren't part of that decision, raise your right hand up and let me see it. Up high.
And in everything we do, it's that whole mind, body, soul approach. How can I do better with my nutrition? How can I do better with mental wellness? And how can I set goals for myself that will advance my own personal well-being? And that's really what we try to instill in these kids that come through our various program areas, is how can we partner with these other organizations to create a stronger community for our youth? What are you going to leave behind? What mark are you going to make?
The Roman Gabriel Show.
Dr. Oz, my favorite doctor and football player, fellow football player.
Well, not at your level, but I enjoyed it in college. But I've always been a huge admirer of yours because you led on the field, you left since being on the field, and you're doing things that show why football and sports in general is so important to us.
Well, I tell you what, it's always a pleasure to have you because I love talking sports, love talking about youth. And Dr. Oz, we're in a critical point. As I travel around the country speaking to 6th and 9th grade kids and first freshmen in college, I see kids that don't have hope. I see kids that are scared. I see kids that don't think they're going to get the opportunity that you and I got. They see a lot more, they're exposed to a lot more, and the technology's great, but I think in some ways it's been negative. You?
I see the same reality. We have a kids foundation called Health Corps that you know about, where we go around the country mentoring teens. But I joined the President's Council on Sports Nutrition and Fitness.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm exposed to the data. This is an apolitical group that's been around since times of Eisenhower and Kennedy. And our goal, lots of athletes on the council, Bill Belichick's on the council, Mariano Rivera's on the council. So, they got some good folks that are trying to chip in, but we don't have enough coaches. And without coaches, all the advice we give starts to fall flat. And the biggest challenge we've run into is that a lot of folks don't have the time to coach. They don't have the money to coach. Schools aren't subsidizing coaching.
No, they don't.
And if you think about this, Roman, is there a class in high school called Leadership 101?